First tonight to the massive earthquake that struck to the north of Japan. It's triggered a giant tsunami, a wave reported to have been up to 10 metres high. The quake is centred near Sendai, about 400 kilometres north of Tokyo. Here's Chris Uhlmann.
Yukimo Asada, when did the earthquake hit?
The earthquake that I felt in Tokyo was about 2:46 p.m. Japan time.
And how long did it last?
There was a big earthquake, and it went on for a couple of minutes, a very, very long and a big earthquake.
And how big was it, do you know?
At the moment, Japanese media are reporting that it was magnitude 8.4 in northern Japan.
And the US Geological Survey saying 8.8, and if it falls anywhere between 8.4 and 8.8, that would make it one of the largest earthquakes Japan's ever suffered.
Yes, I've experienced one of the biggest earthquakes before in Kobe, but I think it was actually bigger, and it was much, much longer than the Kobe earthquake.
So where was the epicenter of the earthquake?
This was off northern Japan's Pacific coast. The prefecture is called Miyagi Prefecture.
Now, we've seen some horrifying images of tsunamis. Did people get much warning?
No, I felt the earthquake, and after only a couple of minutes, there were tsunami warnings in northern Japan saying that there would be a 6-meter tsunami coming in a couple of minutes and warning the local people to go to higher grounds.
Now, the images that we can see include cars, trucks, and even large buildings being swept away. It's very early days, but is there any idea yet at how many people might be killed or injured by this?
There's no reports yet, and I've seen these shocking pictures. This big tsunami mix of soil and rubble, just washing and swallowing the whole town, and it's just very hard to imagine how much damage and how much death and injuries there could be. But they've reported one death actually in northern Tokyo, that a roof collapsed and a lady has died.
How big were the tsunamis? Because they came, obviously, one after the other. There wasn't just one tsunami.
No, there are still tsunami warnings, and they're still coming. But then I've seen reports that there was a 7-meter, 30-centimeter tsunami, which I think is the biggest at the moment.
Have there been many aftershocks? What have you felt since?
Yes, there's been many, many aftershocks. About 30 or 40 minutes after the earthquake, I think it continued to shake. Even after an hour, there were still some small aftershakes here in Tokyo.
Can you describe what you could see from the building that you're in?
From here, I don't see any obvious damage of any buildings collapse in Tokyo, but I've seen in our office, our videotapes have collapsed from our shelves. I've seen people in the Japanese news organization scrambling, and their news office has been shaking. And I've seen pictures in Tokyo, people evacuating outside, thousands of people standing outside their company.
And you also saw people being given heart massage in the street, is that correct?
Yes, there's one building in central Tokyo where I've heard that the ceiling has collapsed, and there was a graduation going on, and there were 600 people inside the building, and there were rescue people doing a heart massage outside the building.
Is the power still on where you are? Because we have reports that power has been cut to 4 million homes in and around Tokyo.
The power is on, but I'm having a lot of difficulties with my mobile phone contacting my friends and families. And also I've been getting some messages that they can't reach me in the office. So fortunately this line is good, but I'm not exactly sure that there might be some kind of troubles with our electricity.
I understand that all public transport has ground to a halt and that the airport's been closed.
Yes, that's what I've seen. The worst airport that was hit by the tsunami is Sendai Airport. The airport was flooded, and I've seen people evacuating on the roof of the airport with hard hats on.
And the tsunami warnings, of course, now are going out around the world, not just to Japan.
Yes, I've heard there's some tsunami warnings in Philippines and other areas. Now it's surrounding most of the Japan island.
Well, Yukimo Asada, our thoughts and prayers are with you and the people of Japan. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much.